Now, how many of you believe that if you were only a little bit more in tune with your psychic powers, you could be a luckier person? Anyone believe that? If you were more in tune with your psychic powers? Raise your hand if you believe that. About a third, maybe. Okay, well, our next guest is a psychic who has worked with the police and taught psychic skills for over 17 years. Would you welcome JacQuaeline? Thank you for joining us, JacQuaeline.
Thank you for having me.
What is luck? What do you think luck is?
I think luck is being in the right place at the right time, but there's considered good luck and bad luck, so I think it's just a judgment.
Now, you have some exercises that we can practice, right? Both here and at home to get more in tune with our intuition. Right?
Yeah, and before we start, the viewers at home, we're going to do a little exercise using a pendulum, and it's a type of psychic tool. So you can make the pendulum out of just about anything. This is a nut and a piece of string. You can also take dentifrice and a ring. So you can make it out of just about anything. So while we're talking, we're going to do a little experiment in a few minutes. One of the things you want to do is sharpen your senses. We have 5 senses outwardly: seeing, tasting, touching, smelling, and hearing. But we're not taught to go inside and listen and observe and to sharpen these senses. So in our classes, we do that. One of the things that you can do is, for example, changing your listening patterns. You can all do this if you want to close your eyes and just listen to the room for just a moment, or then just listen to yourself swallow. And when you change your focus and you listen to yourself swallow, all of a sudden it becomes very loud, right? You can hear it. So when you go into a restaurant, for example, and it's very, very noisy, and the two of you are talking, and all of a sudden you don't notice the sounds around you, and then all of a sudden you realize, gee, it's so noisy in here. What happened? The sound didn't just disappear, but something within you changed. So by changing your perception, by practicing little things, you can start to be aware and sharpen your senses.
So describe this. How do you use this? We have here a little pendulum. This is a string with a bolt on it. What do we do?
What you want to do is you want to train the electrical motor senses that come through your brain all the time. And so there are little senses that come through, and so you want to program the pendulum. So I would say physically make the pendulum swing this way, which means yes. It makes a lot of sense. So you tell it, this means yes. This means yes. Now you stop it, and you really focus. Then you go, this means no. This means no. And you can do a circle for this means maybe, or rephrase the question. This means maybe. So then you just hold your arms steady and you relax and you concentrate and you say, now show me a yes. And the pendulum will respond in the way that you ask it to when it's programmed properly. And then when you say, okay, now think of a no, it'll start to move in a no fashion. Okay, and if it doesn't happen right away, just keep trying and keep working on it.
Can you feel that? Is it working? Is it working?
Okay.
You have frightened our audience.
Okay, now
how does that work? Why does that work?
Why does it work?
Settle down with your pendulums here.
It's luck, no. Why it works, I believe that there are electrical motor responses. Your mind is sending messages throughout your body all the time through its electrical system, through your nerves. And so it's just sending out all these little messages, and it travels down, and the pendulum becomes a biofeedback tool to amplify that energy.
So if you work hard on concentrating and becoming a more intuitive person, it will change your luck.
Absolutely. Okay, that was a fun show to do a few years ago. But let me talk to you for a moment about the practical application of business. This is powerful. If you think millions and millions of dollars is important, let me have your attention now. This is a thank you note. Dear JacQuaeline, I wanted to thank you for a few moments to let you know how wonderful the seminar was at the Metabolic Therapy Blah Blah Management team. Your skillful presentation and facilitation caused the sales managers to think out of the box about achieving an aggressive but achievable sales goal. You'll be happy to know that we exceeded our goal of 70 million, coming in at 85 million, 143% increase over the previous year. It's amazing that 85 million was the highest number that everyone in the team could imagine. It helped prove what you said, what you think you create, and that's true. The next year, we grew sales an additional 55% at $132 million. This year, our goal is to break 200 million sales barrier. Thank you for helping the team see that the sky truly is the limit. Intuition, training, it's powerful. Get it.